Colorful. On our backs, so maybe coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing the soles of your feet to touch, letting your knees splay out wide. Maybe finding knee knockers pose if this is more comfortable for you. Planting the soles of your feet to the mat, letting your knees knock in towards the midline. Maybe bringing one hand to your low belly, one hand to your heart. Maybe blinking your eyes closed. Starting to arrive on the four corners of your mat. In this space, your own space. Whatever shape you've chosen. I'll start here by taking a full body scan from the tips of your toes, releasing any tension in your glutes, feeling your belly as it rises and falls, your chest as it lifts and lowers, melting your shoulders into the mat. All the way through to the crown of your head, releasing any tension in your face. Then start to bring your attention to your breath. The lengths of your inhales and exhales. We'll start to build the breath here together. Take a big inhale through your nose, fill up through your low belly, the full capacity of your lungs. Hold at the top, sip in a little bit more air. And then big open mouth exhale, side out, let it go. Fully deflate, navel draws in towards your spine. Take a big inhale through your nose, filling up through your low belly, feeling it rise, your chest. Holding at the top, sipping in a little bit more air, fully inflate. And then big open mouth exhale, side out your mouth, let it go. This round, big inhale through your nose, filling up just as deeply through your low belly, your lungs. And then at the top, seal your lips and exhale as you press it back out your nose. Take another big inhale through your nose, fully inflate. And big exhale through your nose, let it go, sigh it out. Continue with these Ujjayi breaths at the pace of your own body. We'll utilize this Ujjayi breath to build heat within our bodies throughout practice. Always knowing you can come back to those open mouth exhales. You can drop back into a child's pose or into this restorative pose at any point. Before we start to bring movement into our practice, I offer you this time, this space to set an intention for your class. Bring that to the forefront of your mind. Maybe it's just to use this breath to help you be present for the next hour with one another. We'll seal our intentions with one unified breath. Take a big inhale through your nose. Ujjayi exhale, back out your nose, press it out, let it go. Then bring your hands to the outside of your knees. Start to draw them in towards one another. Hugging your knees in towards your chest. Starting to rock side to side. And releasing your knees, bring the soles of your feet to the mat, knees point upwards. Finding a basket grip at the nape of your neck, drawing your tailbone towards the front of the mat, your whole lower back planted to the mat. And then draw your elbows out of your peripheral vision. Find a spot straight up at the ceiling to stare at. Take a big inhale here. Exhale as you crunch it towards the ceiling, drawing your head, your shoulders off the mat. Inhale lowers you back down. Exhale as you crunch, lifting your shoulders, drawing your tailbone forward. 3 more just like that. Inhale lowers. Exhale lift, crunch it up. Inhale lowers back down. Exhale, crunch it up. Last one, inhale lower. Exhale as you lift, stay high here. Draw your shoulders off the mat, pulse for 5. Last 4. For 3, navel hugs in towards your spine for 2. Last one, keep it nice and high. Take a big inhale. Exhale, twist it over to the right. Draw that right knee in towards your chest. Left elbow taps right knee. Inhale, come back through the center. Let your shoulders cover. Exhale, switch sides. Right elbow drives towards left knee. Hug the left knee in towards the chest. 4 more rounds just like that. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist it over to the right. Left elbow, right knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist it left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right elbow to knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist it left. 2 more rounds. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Let your shoulder blades hover off the mat. Last round. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist it right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist it left. Inhale, center. This time, pulse. Left elbow, right knee. Make contact. Little movements for 5, 4. Continue to breathe for 3. Last 2. For 1. Inhale, come through to center. Exhale, twist right elbow, left knee. Pulse here for 5. Make contact for 4. 3. Last 2. For 1. Inhale, come back through to center. Exhale, hug your knees in towards your chest. This time, rock and roll the length of your spine. Taking your time, and then crossing your ankles, planting your palms, finding that strong tabletop pose, knees step back. Take a few moments here, gaze over one shoulder, bending into your elbow, and gazing over the other. Maybe sink your seat back, take a quick child's pose. Feeling out through the body. And then start to come back through the center. We'll set this first one up. Press equal weight into your right and left palms. Grip through all 10 fingers and work to press the mat away, puffing up the space in between your shoulders. Gaze is in between your thumbs. Draw your attention to your belly. Navel draws in towards your spine. This is your Uddiyana Bandha, that core lock. Tuck your tailbone slightly under. Find that long, flat spine. Inhale, start to drop your belly. Tip your tailbone up. Lift your gaze as you press your chest forward and through. Find that cow belly pose. Exhale as you arch through your spine. Navel draws in, chin to chest. Then gaze in between your thighs. Press the mat away. Find that cat back. Inhale, belly drops. Gaze lifts. Stretching the front line of your body. Cow pose. Exhale, arch through your spine. Gaze in between your thighs. Navel draws in. Find that cat back. Stretching the back arm. Take 3 more rounds through your cat-cows. Inhale, drops your belly. Exhale as you arch through your spine, press the mat away. 2 more 4 rounds on your own. Keeping this slow and controlled, moving with intention. Use that next inhale to come back through the tabletop pose. And step your feet to the back of the mat. We meet in plank. Upper body stays where it's at. Start to drop your hips in line with your shoulders, charging out through your heels. Maybe shift it back in front, just a little bit. And then take a big inhale here. Lift your right toes 1 inch off the mat. Exhale, crunch right knee, right tricep. Maybe make contact. Inhale, send it back, set it down. Lift those left toes. Exhale, crunch left knee, left tricep. Inhale, send it back, set it down, find plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. As you contract through your core, send your hips up and back. Take a few moments here to settle in. Start to pedal through your knees. Lifting your heels off the ground. Work to draw the inside of your elbows towards the front of the room, and then relax your shoulders down your back. Working your chest towards your thighs, your tailbone towards the sky. Head and neck hangs heavy. Gazes in between your thighs. Coming back through to stillness. Inhale, rise up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, drop your heels 1 inch closer to the mat. Doesn't matter if they touch. This round, inhale, rise up onto your tiptoes. Exhale, bend at your knees. Gaze in between your hands. This round, just step your feet behind your wrists. Maybe find a deep bend in your knees or start to straighten out through your legs. Taking a ragdoll pose, interlacing opposite elbow to opposite wrist. Or finding a basket grip at your low back and letting your arms splay away. Work to drape your torso over your thighs. Maybe bending into one knee, bending into the other. As you sway side to side, awakening your hamstrings. And start to come back through the center. Release whatever bind you may have. Fingertips meet the mat. Toe heel your feet into touch. And on one long inhale, come to standing, stacking one vertebrae at a time. Exhale, shrug your shoulders down your back as we meet at the top, palms face forward. Inhale, find mountain pose, biceps frame your ears, hold here and breathe. Ground down through the four corners of your feet, press into your big toes so your inner arch is left. Squeeze your thighs together. Activate your quads so they lift off your kneecaps. Now drive your tailbone down, navel draws in. Work to lift, lengthen through your side bodies by reaching through your fingertips. And then shrug your shoulders away from your ears, pinky spiral in towards your midline. Take another big inhale here, lift your gaze past your hand. Exhale, palms press through, heart center, Samasthiti, seal it. Inhale as you rise back up to that strong mountain pose. Exhale as you shift weight into your right foot. Shakti side bend, left foot steps behind your right toenail, side down as you bend it over towards the right. Maybe lift your gaze past your left shoulder. Finding a lengthening through that left side waist. Inhale, find that basket grip at the nape of your neck, elbows splay out wide. Exhale, draw left knee, left elbow as you crunch it in. Inhale, back through the mountain pose, set that left foot down to meet your right biceps, frame your ears. Exhale, shift weight into that left foot, Shakti side bend, other side, right foot steps back behind you, toenail side down as you bend it over towards the left. Finding length through that right side waist, draw your right shoulder back over your left in space. Take an inhale here, finding that basket grip at the nape of your neck. Exhale, shift weight into that left foot, drive right knee towards your right elbow. Inhale, set your right foot down to meet your left, mountain pose, front of the mat. Exhale, hinge at your hips, swan dive down over straight legs or bent knees, forward standing fold, head and neck hang heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Find that long flat spine, draw your shoulder blades back, crown of the head forward. Exhale, palms plant, feet step back, we meet in plank. Drop your hips in line with your shoulders, trudge out through your heels. Inhale, lift those right toes 1 inch off the mat. Exhale, crunch right knee, right tricep, upper body stays stable, work to make contact. Inhale, send that right foot all the way back, hips follow, three-legged dog. Work to flex through the toes as you square your hip towards the mat. Exhale, bend your right knee, stack right hip on top of your left as you gaze up towards the ceiling. Work to drop your right shoulder, square towards the mat with your left. Inhale, come back through the center. Send that right leg long behind you, three-legged dog, flex your toes. Exhale, draw your right knee down the midline, work to stack shoulders over wrists. Round through your spine, then set that right foot in between your hands. Staying on your back, left toes, work to float your fingertips, shoulder blades draw down your back. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge, biceps frame your ears, hold here and breathe. Actively draw right hip back, left hip forward, hands come to your hips. Now tuck your tailbone slightly under. Maybe you find a micro bend in that back left knee, opening out through that front left hip. Deep bend to your right knee. See your knee stacks on top of your ankle. Draw your navel in towards your spine, activate your core, and then replace your biceps by your ears. Take a nice big inhale here. Exhale, tip your torso forward, arms come back behind you. Lightning bolt pose, draw your pinkies in towards your midline, and then relax your shoulders away from your back. Palms face down. Inhale, reach that left arm towards your ear, straight towards the front of the room. Exhale, start to pivot and plant your left heel, windmill your arms. We find warrior two, open up to the wide edge of the mat. Hands come to a strong T. Draw the front knee towards the pinky toe side edge of your foot to open up through your front hip. Work to stack your shoulders on top of your hips, drawing them slightly back in space. Inhale, drop your left arm down your left leg, reaching towards the back of the room with that right hand, reverse warrior. Find length through that right side waist, deep into your right knee. Exhale, windmill your hands to frame your front right foot. Pivot on your back, left toe, step right foot back to meet your left knee, meet in plank. One full round of breath, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Switching sides, inhale, lift those left toes. Exhale, crunch left knee, left tricep. Work to make contact, arch through the spine. Inhale, send that left leg long behind you, hips follow, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your left knee, stack left hip on top of your right. Gazing up and under that left armpit, work to drop the left armpit slightly in space. Inhale, send that left leg long behind you, straighten the leg, flex the toes. Exhale, draw your left knee down the midline, navel draws in towards your spine, arch your back. Step the foot up in between your hands. Work to float up off the fingertips, draw your shoulder blades back in space. Inhale, rise, strong crescent lunge, biceps frame your ears. This round, hands meet your hips. Draw that left hip back, right hip forward. Tuck your tailbone slightly under, opening up through that front right hip. Maybe you find a micro bend in your back right knee. Deep bend in that front knee. Navel draws in towards your spine. Activate your core. Inhale, replace your biceps by your ears. Spine crescent. Exhale, tip your torso forward so it hovers off your front left thigh. Arms come back behind you. Triceps catch. We're to draw your pinkies in towards one another. Inhale, reach that right arm forward. Biceps frame your ear. Exhale, pivot and plant your right heel. Spin open, warrior two. Towards the wide edge of the mat. Hands come to that strong T. Drawing your front knee towards the pinky toe side edge of your foot, opening up through your front hip, pressing into the knife edge of that back foot. Inhale, reverse your warrior, drop right arm down, right leg, left bicep swings to meet your ear, finding length through that left side. Deep bend to that left knee. Exhale, windmill your hands to frame your front left foot. Pivot on your back right toes, left foot steps back to meet your right, find plank. Inhale, slight shift forward. Exhale, lower down through your chaturanga dandasana, elbows pinned in. Inhale, chest comes forward and through. Maybe press into the tops of your feet for up dog. Exhale, toes tuck, hips come up and back. Find downward facing dog. Take a big inhale here, fill up. Collective exhale through your mouth, let it go. Reconnecting to that Ujjayi breath. Big inhale through your nose, seal your lips. Exhale, press it back out your nose. Round two, inhale, rise to your tippy toes. Exhale, deep into your knees, gaze forward, travel in between your hands, big toes come to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, find that long, flat spine. Exhale, fold in a little bit deeper, take that hamstring stretch. Work to root down through your feet, squeeze your thighs. Inhale, rise, strong mountain pose. Exhale, Samastitihi, hands come through, heart center, seal it in. Inhale, come through to mountain. Exhale, left foot steps back behind you, toenail side down, take that Shakti side bend over to the right, finding length through that left side waist. Exhale, hands come to the nape of your neck, crunch left elbow towards your left knee. 2 rounds this time. Inhale, set that left foot back behind your right. Exhale, crunch left knee towards your left elbow, pinch through that left side oblique. Inhale, set your left foot down to meet your right, find mountain pose, lengthening through your side bodies. Exhale, right foot steps back behind your left, toenail side down as you bend it over towards the left, finding length through that right side. Hands come back behind you. Crunch right knee towards your right elbow. Inhale, send it right foot back behind your left. Exhale, crunch right knee, right elbow. Inhale, set that right foot down to meet your left. Find that mountain pose, biceps frame your ears. Exhale, forward standing fold. Hinge at your hips over straight legs or bent knees. Inhale, halfway lift, long flat spine. Exhale, palms plant, feet step back in space, find plank. Inhale, lift those right toes. Exhale, crunch right knee, right tricep, work to make contact. Inhale, send that right foot back in space, hips follow, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend your right knee, stack right hip on top of your left. Inhale, come back through the center, square your hips towards the mat, flex your toes. Exhale, crunch your right knee down the midline, arch through your spine, step that right foot in between your hands, float your fingertips off the mat. Inhale, work to rise, strong crescent lunge. Exhale, arms come back behind you, triceps catch, 2 rounds this time, lightning bolt. Inhale, work to rise, core engagement, crescent lunge. Exhale, lightning bolt pose, arms come back behind you, triceps catch. Inhale, reach that left arm forward. Exhale, pivot and plant your left heel, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior, drop left arm down, left leg, right bicep meets your ear, deep into that right knee. Exhale, windmill your hands to frame your front right foot, pivot on your left toes. Right foot steps back in space, find plank. 1 full round of breath, inhale. Exhale, continue to press the mat away. Inhale, lift those left toes. Exhale, crunch left knee, left tricep. Inhale, send that left foot back in space, hips follow, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend your left knee, stack left hip on top of your right. Inhale, send that left leg long behind you, flex the toes, straighten the leg. Exhale, crunch your left knee down the midline, arch your spine, step up in between your hands. Work to float your fingers off the mat. And then inhale, work to rise, core engagement, strong crescent lunge, left hip draws back, right hip draws forward. Exhale, lightning bolt pose, tip your torso forward, let it hover, arms come back behind you. 2 rounds. Inhale to rise, strong crescent lunge. Exhale, arms come back behind you, triceps engaged, lightning bolt pose. Inhale, reach that right arm high. Exhale, pivot and plant your right heel, spin open, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior, left bicep meets your ear, find length through that left side, deep into your left knee. Exhale, windmill your arms to frame that front left foot, pivot on your right toes, step it back, find plank. Inhale, slight shift forward. Exhale through your chaturanga dandasana, elbows pinned in. Inhale, chest comes forward and through, taking that core stretch, up dog. Exhale, toes tuck, hips come up and back, find downward facing dog. Take 3 deep rounds of breath. Maybe pedaling through your knees. Resetting this home base. Take a big collective inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it back out, let it go. Round 3. Inhale, rise onto your tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, transition in between your hands. Forward, standing, fold, front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, long, flat spine. Exhale, hug it in, just a little bit deeper. Start to root down through both feet, squeeze your inner thighs. Inhale, find mountain pose, shoulder stack over hips. Exhale, press your palms together, Samastitihi, feel your back engaged. Inhale, rise up, shift weight into that right foot, left foot steps back behind you, Shakti side bend. Bending over to the right, finding length through that left side. Hands come to the nape of your neck, take a big inhale. Exhale, crunch, left knee, left elbow. 3 rounds this time. Inhale, send left foot behind your right. Exhale, crunch, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, send left foot behind your right. Last round, exhale, crunch, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, send your left foot down to meet your right biceps, frame your ears, find mountain pose. Exhale, shift weight into that left foot. Right foot steps back behind you as you bend it over towards the left, finding length through that right side, Shakti side bend. Inhale, interlace your hands behind the nape of your neck, shift weight into that left foot. Exhale, crunch, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, send that right foot back behind you. Exhale, crunch, right knee, right tricep. Last round, inhale, send it back behind you, pinch through that right side. Exhale, crunch, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, send your right foot down to meet your left, find mountain pose. Maybe this time you glide into a back bend, pressing your hip bones forward, lifting through your heart and chest. Exhale, forward standing fold, hinging at your hips, head and neck hangs heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, find that long flat spine. Exhale, palms plant, feet step back, lean knee in plank. Inhale, lift those right toes. Exhale, crunch, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, send that right leg long behind you, 3-legged dog, flex your toes. Exhale, bend your right knee, stack hip on top of hip. Inhale, send that right leg long behind you, flex the toes. Exhale, crunch your right knee down the midline, arch through your spine, step it in between your hands. Work to float up off your fingertips. Then inhale, use your quarter rise through that strong crescent lunge. Exhale, lightning bolt pose, arms come back behind you, triceps catch. 3 rounds, inhale to rise, use your core, shoulder stack over hip, spine crescent. Exhale, arms come back behind you, triceps catch. Last round, inhale to rise, keeping the lower body stable, find crescent. Exhale, lightning bolt pose. Let your chest hover, arms come back behind you. Inhale, reach that left arm forward, biceps frames the ear. Exhale, pivot and plant your left heel, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Left arm down, left leg, right bicep to your ear, deep bend to that right knee. Exhale, windmill it. Hands frame that front right foot, pivot on your back, left toes, step it back. 1 full round of breath, inhale. Exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Inhale, lift those left toes. Exhale, crunch, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, send that left leg back in space, flex your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, stack your hips. Inhale, send that left leg long behind you. Exhale, crunch your left knee in towards your midline, navel draws in, step the left foot in between your hands. Float up onto your fingertips. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Exhale, lightning bolt pose, tip your torso forward, arms come back. Inhale, rise up, make it nice and blue. Exhale, lightning bolt pose, let your chest hover, last round. Inhale to rise, strong crescent lunge, navel draws in. Exhale, lightning bolt pose, triceps catch palms face down. Inhale, reach that right bicep to your ear. Exhale, pivot and plant your right heel, spin open, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior, deep into that left knee, left bicep meets your ear, side bend. Exhale, windmill your hands to frame your front foot. Step it back, knee meet in plank. Inhale, shift it forward. Exhale, lower down through your chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, drop your hips. Take that back bend, up dog or cobra. Exhale, toes tuck, hips come up and back. We meet in downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Come onto your knees. Sink your hips back to meet your heels. Knees splay out nice and wide. Start to crawl your fingertips to the front of the mat. Releasing your forehead down towards the mat. Work to settle in. Resetting the breath. Take a big inhale here. Exhale as you walk your fingertips over to the right upper corner of the mat. Maybe your left palm comes atop your right as you find length through that left side. Maybe you sink your hips 1 inch further back. Stay for your inhale. Stay for your exhale. Use that inhale to help you come back through the center. Exhale, walk your fingertips over to the left upper corner of the mat. Maybe that right palm comes atop your left. Finding length from that right hip through your right fingertips. Staying for your inhale. Staying for your exhale. And then using that next inhale to come back through to center, find child's pose. Come up, pressing weight into your palms. Come up to that tabletop, shoulders stack over wrists, hips over knees. We'll find that plank pose. Once again, step your feet to the back of the mat. Upper body stays where it's at. Drop those hips a little bit lower. Right here for 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Build that core control. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, side out. 3 more rounds of breath. Inhale. Audible exhale. Last 2. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Big inhale. Exhale, side out. Inhale, slight shift forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Start to contract through your core. Send your hips up and back. We reset in this home base. Bend through your knees. And then come back through to stillness. We'll begin to build our sun V here together. Inhale, rise up onto your tiptoes. Exhale, bend at your knees, gaze forward, travel in between your hands, big toes come to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, long flat spine. Exhale, fold in a little bit deeper. Work to shift weight into your heels, squeeze your inner thighs, bend your knees, sink your seat. Inhale, rise, chair pose, shoulders stack over hips, navel draws in towards your spine. Bring your right hand to your low back. Press the back of your palm into your back. Take any sway out as you draw that navel in. Replace your biceps by your ears. Take a big inhale here. Find that basket grip at the nape of your neck. Elbows come out wide. Exhale as you crunch it in. Elbows come toward the respective knees. Chin to chest. Inhale opens you up. Rise up. Biceps frame your ears. And then exhale, forward standing fold, hinging at your hips over straight legs or bent knees. Inhale, halfway lift, long flat spine. Exhale, palms plant, step your feet to the back of the mat. Find that plank pose. Take a big inhale here. And then exhale, start to roll stack on that left side. Feet are stacked or staggered. Inhale, reach that right arm high, stacking shoulders and wrists, reaching to those right fingertips. Exhale, right hand comes behind your neck. Start to crunch right knee towards your right elbow. And then keep that connection. Right foot steps up in between your hands. Find that low runner's lunge. Inhale, send your right arm high, dragonfly twist. Maintain the deep bend to your right knee as you press out through your left heel, twisting from your low core. Exhale, right hand plants outside your right foot. Inhale, left arm lifts, counter twist, right to stack shoulders and rest. Exhale, pivot and plant your left heel, rise up, warrior two, shoulders stack over hips. Inhale, interlace your hands behind the nape of your neck. Exhale, crunch it towards the back, left elbow towards that left hip. Inhale through to center. Exhale, crunch right elbow towards right knee. This round, right hand comes for the upper right hand corner of the mat, staying nice and low. Work to shift weight into that right foot, lifting off your back left toes. Finding that half moon pose. Take a few breaths here. Find your balance. Working to stack left hip on top of your right as you squeeze through that left glute. Left shoulder draws on top of your right, lifting through those left fingertips like you're between two panes of glass. Take one more full round of breath. Inhale. Exhale, left hand plants inside your right foot. Work to scoop your left knee behind your right, coming into curtsy twist. Hug that left heel in towards your glute. Inhale, right arm rises. Exhale, look down, start to straighten out through that right leg. Hugging the left knee in towards your chest, come to stand. Right hand meets left knee or maybe your left big toe. Inhale, find dancing Shiva. Left arm comes back behind you. Exhale, release that back. Step your left foot back behind you. Sink deep into both your knees, finding Buddha squat. Inhale, interlace your hands behind your neck. Exhale, crunch right elbow towards that left knee. Inhale through to center, shoulders stack over hips. Exhale, crunch left elbow right knee. Inhale, come through to center. This time, straight arms, straight legs. Turn your toes slightly in. Take up space, star pose. Exhale, fold forward. Over straight legs or bent knees, wide-legged folds. Take a few rounds of breath here. Maybe bending into one knee, bending into the other. Letting your head, your neck hang heavy. And start to come back through to center. Inhale, halfway lift, rise up onto your fingertips. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, bend into your right knee, pivot on your back, left toes. Step your right foot back to meet your left knee, knee in plank. Take one full round of breath. Inhale. Exhale, side out, let it go. Switching sides. Roll stack on that right side. Inhale, reach your left arm high, stacking shoulders and wrists. Finding that side plank pose. Working to lift those left toes off your right. Exhale, hands comes to the nape of your neck. Crunch left elbow towards that left knee. Keep that contact, step your left foot up in between your hands, pivot on your back right toes. Inhale, reach that left arm high, dragonfly twist. Maintain a deep bend to your left knee, press out through your right heel as you twist from your low core. Exhale, low lunge, left fingertips plant outside your left foot. Inhale, counter twist, send that right arm high. Exhale, pivot and plant your right heel, heel to arch alignment in your feet, deep bend to that left knee, work to rise, warrior two. Inhale, interlace your hands behind your neck. Exhale, crunch it towards the back, right elbow comes towards that right hip. Inhale through to center. Exhale, left elbow towards left knee. Keep this track, keep this momentum. Left fingertips come to the upper left-hand corner of the mat. Or to shift weight of that right foot coming into half moon pose. Squeeze that right glute to stack your hips, stack your shoulders. Or to lengthen through those right fingertips. Take another big inhale here. Exhale, right fingertips plant inside your left foot. Scoop your right knee behind your left. Right heel hugs in towards your glute. Inhale, send that left arm high, twisting, finding curtsy. Exhale, look down, start to straighten out through that right knee, left leg, as you hug your right knee in towards your chest. Left hand comes for that right knee, or your right big toe. Inhale, find dancing Shiva, lift your gaze past your right fingertips. Exhale, release that bum, step it up. Buddha squat, sink it nice and low, heels and toes up. Bringing the weight into the knife edges of your feet to open up through your hips, tucking your tailbone under. Inhale, find a basket grip at the nape of your neck. Exhale, crunch left elbow towards right knee. Inhale through to center. Exhale, right elbow towards left knee. Inhale, find center. This time, straight arms, straight legs. Get nice and big. Toes turn slightly in. Star pose. Exhale, forward standing fold. Hinging at your hips, over straight legs or bent knees. Work to find comfort here. Maybe bending into one knee, bending into the other, shifting your weight. Come back through to center. Use that next inhale to rise up halfway. Exhale, fingertips curl to frame your front left foot. Step it back to meet your right knee, knee in plank. Inhale, slight shift forward. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, chest comes forward and through. Stretching through your core, lift your gaze for up dog. Exhale, toes tuck, hips come up and back. Downward facing dog. Take 3 rounds of breath. Reconnecting with that ujjayi, reconnecting with your intention. Focusing on that breath, letting it guide our movements. One collective inhale through your nose. Exhale, back out through your nose, let it go. Round 2, inhale to rise onto your tippy toes. Exhale, bend at your knees, gaze forward, travel in between your hands, big toes to touch front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, long flat spine. Exhale, hug in a little bit deeper. Start to sink your seat, weight is in your heels, lifting off your toes. Inhale, work to rise, chair pose. Finding that basket grip behind your neck. Puffing open through your chest. Exhale, crunch, elbows towards your knees. Navel draws in. 2 rounds, inhale, opens you up. Lift, shoulders stack over hips. Exhale, crunch, elbows towards your knees. Inhale as you rise up, biceps frame your ears, strong chair pose. Exhale, forward standing fold, hinging at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, find that long flat spine. Exhale, palms plant, press the mat away, step your feet back. We meet in plank. Inhale, start to shift weight into your left palm. Roll stack on that left side, reach that right arm high, side plank. Finding that grip at the back of your head. Exhale, crunch, right knee, right elbow. 2 rounds this time. Inhale, extend out long. Send that right foot back behind you, right bicep meets your ear. Exhale, crunch, right knee, right elbow. Start to step that right foot up in between your hands, pivot on your back, left toes. Inhale, right arm lifts high, dragonfly twist, stacking shoulders and wrists. Exhale, step that right hand outside your right foot. Inhale, counter twist, send that left arm high. Exhale, pivot and plant your left heel. Rise up, warrior 2. Inhale, interlace your hands behind your neck. Exhale, crunch it towards the back, left elbow, left hip. Inhale through to center. Exhale, crunch, right elbow towards your right knee. This time, keep the grip with your hands. If you want to start to shift weight into your right leg, lifting off your back left toes. Finding this floating half moon pose. Take another big inhale. Exhale, maybe keeping your hands where they are. Start to scoop your left knee behind your right. Left elbow taps the outside of that right knee. Get nice and low, floating curtsy. Inhale, work to rise. Straighten out through that right leg. Hug the left knee in towards the chest. And exhale as you crunch. Right elbow outside that left knee. Now wrap up for your body, release. Right fingertips to the left, big toes to the left knee. Inhale, lift your gaze past your left hand. Dancing Shiva. Exhale, release that. Step the left foot out nice and wide. Sink it low, Buddha squat. Inhale, interlace your hands behind your neck. Exhale, crunch. Right elbow towards that left knee. Inhale through to center. Exhale, left elbow, right knee. Inhale, find center, straight arms, straight legs, star pose, take up space. Exhale, fold forward. Find wide-legged fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long flat spine. Exhale, crawl your fingertips forward so they frame your front right foot, pivot on your left toes. Step the right foot back to meet the left. We meet in plank. 1 full round of breath. Inhale. Exhale, side out, let it go. Inhale, start to roll stack on your right side. Lift that left hand high in space. Maybe floating those left toes off your right. Hand comes behind your neck. Exhale, crunch, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, extend out long, left bicep meets your ear. Exhale, crunch, left knee, left elbow. Work to keep that contact, step your left foot in between your hands, pivot on your back right toes. Inhale, send that left arm high, dragonfly twist. Exhale, left fingertips plant. Inhale, right arm lifts, counter twist. Exhale, pivot and plant your right heel, heel towards alignment in your feet. Rise up, warrior two. Inhale, hands come behind your neck. Exhale, crunch right elbow towards your right hip. Inhale through to center, shoulders stack over hips. Exhale, crunch left elbow towards left knee. Keep this momentum, start to shift your weight into that left foot. Maybe keeping the grip with the hands as you lift off your back right toes. Inhale, find half moon pose. Exhale, start to square your hips toward the mat. Then hook right knee behind your left. Right elbow taps the outside of that left knee, floating curtsy. Inhale, start to rise, straighten out through that left leg. Hug the right knee in toward the chest. And then tap left knee outside the right. Start to release that bind. Left hand comes for your right knee or your right big toe. Inhale, find dancing Shiva. Lift your gaze past your right fingertips. Exhale, release that bind. Step it out wide, sink it low. Find Buddha. Inhale, interlace your hands behind your neck. Exhale, crunch left elbow towards that right knee. Inhale through the center, sink it a little low. Exhale, crunch right elbow towards left knee. Inhale, come back through the center, this time straight arms, straight legs. Get nice and big, take a baby back bend, open up through your heart and chest. Exhale, fold it forward, over straight legs or bent knees, wide-legged fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find that long spine. Exhale, crawl your fingertips to the front of the mat. Bend through your left knee, pivot on your right toes. Step it back, we knee in plank. Inhale, shift it forward. Exhale, lower down through your chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, chest comes forward and through. Lift your gaze for up dog or cobra. Exhale, toes tuck. Hips come up and back. Downward facing dog. Reset, take a big inhale through your nose. Audible exhale, send it out your mouth, let it go. Reconnect to that Ujjayi breath, big inhale through your nose. Seal your lips, exhale, press it back out your nose. Make it long and strong, round through. Inhale, rise, tippy toes. Exhale, bend at your knees, gaze forward, travel in between your hands, front of the mat, big toes to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, rise up. Exhale, fold in, find a little bit of extra depth. Start to bend your knees, squeeze your thighs. Inhale, find chair pose. Exhale, hands come behind your head. Crunch elbows towards knees. Inhale, rise back up. Core control, exhale, crunch elbows towards knees, navel draws in. 3 rounds this time. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, crunch elbows towards your knees. Inhale, rise up. Biceps frame your ears, find chair. Exhale, forward standing fold, hinging at your hips. Inhale, lift up, halfway. Exhale, palms plant, press the mat away, step your feet to the back of the mat, find plank. Inhale, start to roll stack on that left side. Reach your right arm high in space, we meet in side plank. Maybe lifting those right toes off your left. Exhale, hand comes behind your head. Crunch right knee, right elbow. Inhale, find length. 3 rounds, exhale, crunch right knee, right elbow. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, crunch right knee, right elbow. Keep this connection. Step that right foot up in between your hands. Maybe coming onto your left fingertips, maybe floating them. Inhale, send that right arm high. Exhale, right hand plants, maybe float it. Inhale, send that left arm high, counter twist. Exhale, start to rise. Pivot and plant your left heel, warrior two. Inhale, interlace your hands behind your neck. Exhale, crunch left elbow towards the left hip. Inhale through to center. Exhale, right elbow towards right knee. Maybe keep this grip with the hand, shift your weight. Coming into your half moon pose. Working to flow on that right foot. Take another big inhale here. Exhale, slowly start to square your hips towards the mat. And then crunch left knee behind your right. Left elbow outside that right knee. Curl up into a tiny ball. Inhale, work to straighten out through that right leg. So you hug your left knee in towards your chest. Exhale, crunch right elbow outside the left knee. And then release your hands. Right hand comes for the left knee or the left big toe. Inhale, find dancing Shiva. Lift your gaze past those left fingertips. Exhale, slowly release. Step it out wide, sink it low, Buddha squat. 90-degree bend in your elbows and knees. Inhale, interlace your hands behind your neck. Exhale, crunch right elbow towards left knee. Inhale through to center. Exhale, left elbow, right knee. Inhale through to center, get nice and big, straight arms, straight legs, find star. Exhale, forward, standing full, hinging at your hips. Taking a few rounds of breath here. Maybe you get upside down. Taking your time, and then slowly start to return back through the center. Inhale, rise up, halfway lift. Exhale, crawl your fingertips forward, bend through that right knee. Step it back to meet your left. One full round of breath, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Start to roll on that right side. Inhale, reach the left arm high. Maybe lift that left leg, side plank. Hand interlaces behind your neck. Exhale, crunch left knee, left elbow. Inhale, extend out long. Exhale, crunch elbow towards your knee. Inhale, find length. Last round, exhale, crunch left elbow, left knee. Slowly start to step your left foot in between your hands, pivot on your back right toes. Maybe you float your right fingertips up off the mat. Inhale, send that left arm high, dragonfly twist. Exhale, left hand comes outside the left foot. Inhale, right arm goes high, counter twist. Exhale, pivot and plant your right heel, rise up, warrior two, deep into your left knee. Inhale, hands interlace behind your neck. Exhale, crunch right elbow towards right hip. Inhale through the center. Exhale, left elbow towards left knee. Keep this momentum, shift your way into your left foot. Start to rise off your back right toes. Maybe your hands stay behind your head. Big inhale, half move. Exhale, slowly start to scoop your right knee behind your left. Right elbow comes outside that left knee, curtsy twist. Inhale, start to straighten out through that left leg. Hug the right knee in towards the chest as you rise up. Exhale, crunch left elbow outside the right knee. Start to release that bind. Left hand comes for your right big toe or your right knee. Inhale, find dancing Shiva. Lift your gaze past your right fingertips. Exhale, release. Step it up. Sink it low. Find Buddha. Inhale, hands come behind your neck. Exhale, left elbow towards that right knee. Inhale through the center. Exhale, crunch right elbow to the left knee. Inhale through the center, straight arms, straight legs, get nice and big. Exhale, wide-legged fold, hinging at your hips. Swan dive down. Take a few rounds of breath here. Maybe you get upside down. Start to come back through the center on your own time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crawl your fingertips forward, bend through your left knee. Step it back to meet your right. Inhale, shift it forward. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, drop your hips, stretch through your core, find up dog or cobra. Exhale, toes tuck, hips come up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, rise up onto your tiptoes. Exhale, slowly walk your feet up to meet your hands. Take a forward fold, front of the mat. Maybe interlace your hands behind your low back, letting them splay away. And then slowly starting to release whatever bind you may have. Inhale, rise up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, slowly start to sink your seat down to meet your heels. Squeeze your inner thighs. Inhale, find toes squat, biceps frame your ears. Exhale, arms come out in front of you like you're reaching for something. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Exhale, slowly start to lower. So the feet come to the mat all the way down onto your backs. Knees point upwards as slow as you can. Core control on the way down. This time, send your legs up the wall. Plant footprints on the ceiling. Heels knees, and hips all in one line. Take a big inhale here. Exhale as you drop that left leg towards the mat. Left elbow crunches towards right knee. Inhale through the center. Exhale, twist it over to the left. Right elbow, left knee, right leg goes long. Inhale through the center. Exhale, crunch it right. Left leg goes long. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist it left. Right leg goes long. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist it right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist it left. Inhale, center. 3 more rounds. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. 2 more. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist it right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist it left. Last round. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist it left. Inhale, find center. Exhale, start to bend through your knees. Plant the soles of your feet to the mat. Keep that basket grip at the nape of your neck. And then cross right ankle on top of your left thigh. Pressing your right knee towards the front of the mat. Finding that figure 4 with your legs. Take a big inhale. Lift your shoulder blades, neck and head off the mat. Exhale, crunch left elbow towards your right knee. Inhale, back through the center. Exhale, left elbow towards right knee. Inhale through the center, 5 more rounds. Exhale, crunch, left elbow, right knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, center. Exhale, crunch. 2 more rounds. Inhale through the center. Exhale, crunch, left elbow, right knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, crunch. Inhale through the center. Exhale, set it down. Finding a figure 4 reclined pigeon. Staying here. Or interlacing your hands behind your left thigh and hugging your knees in towards your chest. Wherever you are, continue to flex through your toes. Finding this opening in your right outer hip. If you want to come a little bit deeper into the stretch, maybe grabbing for your left shin, hugging your knees in a little bit closer. You want to lengthen through your hamstring, maybe send that left leg long. Pointing the toes towards the back of the mat. Continuing to use that breath to find a little bit of extra depth. Two more full rounds of breath. Using those exhales to pull in a little bit deeper. Staying through your inhale. Staying through your exhale. And then release the bind. Playing the sole of the left foot towards the mat. We'll take a supine twist. Maybe you find that double bind with your legs, eagle legs, or maybe you stay in that figure 4. Start to drop your knees over towards the left side of your mat. Gazes over that right shoulder. Finding your arms in a T or a goalpost. Maybe you scoot that left hip a little further underneath your right. Ensuring that both shoulders are planted on towards the mat. Staying for your inhale, staying for your exhale, and draw your gaze back through the center, draw your knees back through the center, finding equal weight on your right and left hip bones, hugging your knees in towards your chest, and switching up sides, plant the soles of your feet down towards the ground, knees point upwards. This time, drawing your left ankle over your right thigh, pressing that left knee towards the front of the mat. Interlace your hands behind the nape of your neck. Inhale as you lift your shoulders, head and neck off the mat. Exhale, crunch it over to the left. Right elbow towards that left knee. Inhale through to center. Exhale, crunch right elbow, left knee. Inhale to center. Exhale as you twist. 5 more rounds. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist it left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. 2 more rounds. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Right elbow, left knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, find center. Exhale, set it down. Interlacing your hands behind your right thigh. Staying here, starting to hug your knees in towards your chest. Continuing to flex your toes. Finding an opening in your left outer hip. If you want to come a little bit deeper into this hip opener, maybe grabbing for your right shin. Hugging your knees a little bit closer in. If you want more of a hamstring stretch, maybe you extend that right leg long, continuing to flex the toes in towards your shin. Taking 2 more full rounds of breath. Taking a big inhale here. Exhale as you hug in a little bit deeper. And slowly start to release your bind. Bringing your hands to a T or a goalpost. Keep that figure 4. Maybe you find the double bind with your legs. Crossing your left leg around your right. Dropping your knees over to the right side of your mat, gazing over your left shoulder. Maybe you scoop that right hip underneath your left. Twisting from your low core. Staying for your inhale, staying for your exhale, and start to draw your gaze and your knees back through the center, unwinding the legs, this time grabbing for the outer edges of the feet, hugging your knees in towards your armpits, your whole lower back, upper back is planted firmly into the mat. Maybe you start to rock side to side. Finding this happy baby pose. And slowly start to release, bringing the soles of the feet to touch, knees play out wide, coming full circle back into the Supta Baddha Konasana. One hand to your low belly, one hand comes towards your heart. Staying here, starting to extend your left leg to the upper left-hand corner of the mat, right leg to the upper right. Arms come long beside you or tall overhead, wherever you need to be to take up space. Again, start to release tension in your legs, toes splay out wide. Letting go of the breath. Your chest as it rises and falls. Relaxing your shoulders, softening your palms, all the little muscles in your face. Just being here, melting into your mat. Taking rest. Shavasana. Start to deepen your breath. Sitting in these last few moments of stillness. Before you start to invite small movements back into your body. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. Dropping your chin left and right. And on your own time, drag your knees in towards your chest. And rock onto your right or left side body. Find a fetal pose. Taking this time to find a little bit of extra gratitude for yourself. For taking this hour out of your day. Reconnect with yourself. And each other. And the breath. Give yourself one last tight squeeze. And then work to press up to easy seat Sukhasana. Uniting your hands at heart center. We'll end practice just as we began with one unified breath. Big inhales, you circle your arms up and overhead. Let it lift the crown of your head taller. Exhale, press your palms together at heart center, seal it. Thank you all so much for joining me, Jessie, and one another. As always, the light and love in me honors, sees, and so appreciates the light and love in each and every one of you. We'll bow forward together. Namaste.
Namaste.